It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.,
Why in the world am I sitting back and being quiet about this?
Matt Hayes,
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
and Leon Searcy.
If you can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch.
How you like me now?
Well, it's porch sitting time right now. Okay, that is pretty obvious. With a bye week, I guess it is a good time to get on the porch because this team, unfortunately, did not hang with the big dogs over the weekend. But as R.J. Saunders just reported correctly and well, glowingly, Travis Hunter is now a piece of history, okay? Reception, 100 yards receiving, pass defense. So that's rare air.
So we got that going for us.
We got that going for us.
is
All right,
nice.
so we got plenty to get into today. Matt Hayes is back after. Now, did you go Athens, Knoxville? What was your
Athens,
your
Knoxville.
junket? Was Athens,
back home,
Knoxville?
yeah.
Okay. So anyway, we're going to get into a bunch of things in the college football world, especially with Matt's reporting from last week, and it all going down with Billy Napier being sent packing out of Hogtown. But it was funny that Jeff Lageman was just in with Jaguars today, and we're going to talk a bunch of college football today, but he was talking about Virginia's good, Vandy's good.
Yeah.
And then I threw in Northwestern.
Indiana.
Northwestern got a coach fired. He's like, what in the world's going on? It ain't your daddy's college football. It ain't your granddaddy's because this is something that Anchor Down hasn't done in forever. Virginia was good. Back in the day, in the
Solid.
90s, yeah, 80s and 90s, they were up and down, good
Welsh,
program.
yeah.
But here we are with just a totally different deal. And we talked about the number of coaches that have already been canned in the college football
9.
world. So anyway, as we get going today, first off, round of applause. Big Sirs once again coming in with some serious wingage, wing stop. Thank you, sir.
Listen, I'm not going to let the Jaguars play Do a Lot Shine. All right? I'm going to let them Do a Lot Shine.
Tuesday shot.
Yeah. You know,
All right, before we get into anything else, did you make it through 2 Monday Night Football games last night?
I did. I made it through one for sure. Absolutely, made it through one. I made it through the second half of the other one.
Yeah.
The first one was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was good to see on one side of the
Yeah,
ball.
because it was a butt beat.
It was a butt beating on the other side.
For the Bucks, and look, I didn't see it coming. I can just assure you that when I was taking at the around kickoff, it was 6 points, and so you're thinking, all right, Detroit's having to surrender more to get people to the window. That should have been a tell. Anyway, they handled their business against the Bucks, and then Sammy Darnold and company looking pretty good up there in Seattle. You take a look at what's going on right now in the NFC West. You got 3 5-2 teams, all battling it out.
Yeah.
Rams,
all pretty good too.
Yeah, and they've all, I guess, done it in different ways. Obviously, the Rams are who they were before, and Seattle is now, with the Sam Darnold experiment working for them.
Rams might be the best team in the league.
And then how about the 49ers
Yeah.
with Mac Jones, who just, what was it, JJ? He got a $400,000 bonus yesterday. I think it was $400.
Yeah, for winning his 4th game.
Yeah, for winning 4 games. So,
Matty Ice looked good.
yeah. And so that's what's happening out there. We need to get into a little bit about what's happening with the AFC South and your Jacksonville Jaguars in the bye week. But let's at least start with what you're thinking, Matt, coming out or heading into the announcement of Billy Napier being let go at the University of Florida. No one really wanted to believe it. Everyone said what your reporting was what? Half-baked?
Matt's got bad sources.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
I heard the guy commentating, doing play-by-play of the Gator game.
Yeah.
On the SEC network around like 3rd or 4th quarter.
Yeah.
He called you out, bro.
And
He didn't say your name.
Yeah.
He said,
Man, I'm gonna lead you to gloat a little bit, bro.
I saw
gloating,
a little
Gator.
bit, a little bit.
I
Please.
saw Gator
Serve that
Dave.
crow.
yeah.
The reporter that is Gator Dave, the guy who cries on YouTube about the Gators, called out Matt and his sources. The entire week, all I had to hear was how terrible you are at your job, Matt.
I'm gonna do what has always been done in the business. I stand by my story.
Yeah. Well, you and Scott
And you know
Strickland.
what? The truth always comes out.
Humble.
Well, it's just the way it was, and I think other people kind of took what your reporting was and then tried to add to it, make it a little spicier. And because I feel like when you said it, if there's a loss, he's gone, not one or the other, no matter what. And you were certainly reporting off the idea that there was a collection of booster power that was making this happen.
Of course,
just as
and
much
look,
as Scott Strickland
look,
was.
I understand that no athletic director wants it to be seen like a group of boosters have
Right.
power, but Are we really that naive in this day and age right now where we don't think the boosters control everything? Are we really that naive that we're going to go down that road?
Yeah, I've said
After Penn State just fired James Franklin, he was one play away from playing for the national championship.
Yeah.
6 games later, they fire him and pay him $50 million.
Yeah.
Are we really going to say that boosters aren't a part of this right now?
And I've been saying it to you and everyone else for a while. They now have a seat at the table.
Of course they do.
They never did. They never did.
And they should.
Right. They never did before like they have now. And they always had
should.
power.
They're paying for these NIL deals that are building these rosters.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with them having a say at the table.
Yeah.
And I think that's just old school thinking of, well, I don't want everybody to think that, this power's here and that power's there. It doesn't matter anymore. This is a new age of college football.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we are. We are here to stay.
Well, in the past, the boosters of the past, I think NIL brought them a seat to the table, right? Because of the past, they make donations. They were hands off the football program, but I think now that
Well, some of them were.
well, some
They
of
were,
them, of
they were
course.
behind the
The
scenes.
others
behind
like
the
it.
scenes.
The others
Yeah.
like at Auburn and Texas A&M, and
Because
those
the classic
guys
one,
just did what they wanted.
Nevin Shapiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
But the classic one at Auburn, there were meddlers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They were meeting.
They were more than meddlers.
Yeah, they were meeting coaches on the tarmac to interview them before, and their coaches over there, their current coaches over there, watching them meet with the new potential hire.
They
That's
flew
how
the
bad it
Auburn
was.
plane to Craig Airport, picked up Bob Petrino, flew him back to Auburn and interviewed him.
Yeah.
While Tommy Tuberville was the coach.
Yeah, just looking over there and seeing what Housel was up to and all that kind of
When,
stuff. So-
by the way, when Bob Petrino was play caller
Yeah.
for the Jags, what I meant to
Right.
add in there.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He was here looking for another job. And if you go back and look at Bob Petrino's timeline from the mid-'90s until now, it is incredible. It includes a
Nomad.
motorcycle, a neck brace, a volleyball star. It includes a lot of things.
That's the only thing you're focusing on.
No.
Not like the 20,000 teams he's coached.
No,
You're focusing on
I did not. I just said
The
it
salacious
includes.
stuff.
the subordinate on the back of his motorcycle that they ran into a ditch
Yeah,
together.
I
That's
said
all
it.
you're
See,
focusing
there you
on.
go.
That neck
You know all
brace.
the facts more than I do. There, you Mr.
Oh,
Salacious.
well, the best part is that's what they called her, his subordinate.
Yeah.
He was fired because he had a relationship with his subordinate.
Yeah, / volleyball star, a co-ed. All right, so let's just get into kind of the nuts and bolts of what Florida can't do now, just in terms of trying to get to the ear of a potential coach. Lane Kiffin's at the top of many Gator fans' list, naturally. A lot of them have been thinking about it for more than a year. And so he's going to certainly be one of the guys that Scott Strickland's going to look at and pursue, you would think. And then he also says we're going to cast a wide net. And I'm paraphrasing the way he's saying it, but they're going to look at many qualified and
Yeah, I mean,
different candidates.
Lane is the number one pick. There's no doubt about
Yeah.
it. And I think that, Lane's going to make the decision, obviously, but there's a different factor now involved that wasn't there previously. His ex-wife Layla, who was John Reed's daughter, John Reed's the Gator legend. Mm-hmm. She's moved to Oxford, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, all the coaches' wives, at the end of the game, they wait for their husbands outside the locker room, right? And their husbands come out and they walk away with them and everything's good. Layla was waiting outside the locker room in the bowels of the stadium for Lane after he was talking with Kirby Smart. Mm-hmm. And they left.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is his ex-wife?
Ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
Maybe,
You say he
I don't
won't
know.
leave?
I don't know what's going
He
on.
won't leave Oxford
I'll just-
because of his ex-wife?
No. What I'm saying is,
Leon's just asking the questions.
Layla's,
Interesting.
I believe Layla's a Florida grad, number one, and she has ties to Gainesville.
And John Reeves, one of the greatest quarterbacks.
Yeah, kind of my point is, that might be some kind of a
I love how you come
connection
over to my
there,
side.
connect
I
the
love
dots.
I love how you come over to my side.
I will say this.
It took you a while, but you're
no,
over here
I
now.
will say
He
this.
won't
I
admit
think
that it's a better job. He
I
has
think
to say all this.
it's a much
crap.
better job. Than all
now
this.
John Reeves'
I will say
daughter
this.
is
I will
gonna
say
bring-
this. I think a year ago Lane would have crawled to Gainesville, but I think it's a little different now. He's evolving there. He's very successful there. He's figured out how to turn over a roster every single year, and that's dangerous. That's a dangerous place to be in because Mike Norvell failed at it miserably. That doesn't mean Lane will fail at it. It means it's difficult to do every year. When you can't organically produce a roster by recruiting elite high school players and then supplementing from the portal,
Right.
it's a dangerous proposition, okay? So it's easier for him to
Been
build a
saying it
roster
forever.
at Florida.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
doubt it is, all right? And it's a better job. It's a more prominent job. The pay isn't going to be any different. Ole Miss will pay him whatever Florida pays.
Yeah,
It's just a matter of what do you want to do? Do you want to stay in Oxford where it's a little bit easier, or do you want to go in Gainesville, which chewed up and spit out 4 coaches in the last 15 years?
Well, yeah, and this will be the 3rd hire for Scott Strickland, which obviously the first 2 have not worked out anywhere near. Started strong with Dan Mullen, never really got cranked after the win against Utah with Billy Napier. Finished okay down the stretch in 24, and then obviously here we are in 25. So he's going to be hiring his 3rd head coach, which is also pretty big. So we'll get into it. You guys jump in, 641-1010. Hit the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. We'll definitely work back to the Jags as well, but there are 7 head coach openings right now in the college football world, in the Power 4 that I did not think you would be talking about in the FBS the way we are right now. So let's get into
real quick. By the way, JJ, how dare you bring up Gator Dave? I mean, come on, man.
Gator Dave called you out, bro.
God,
I mean,
man.
he's got a big following. He's important.
How dare you?
Yeah. Well, it's just all of them. It was the dude. The dude on television was the worst. He goes,
I couldn't believe that.
He said, "I'm just saying I talked to the guy."
To the guy, as if Strickland would tell you, dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. All right. Whatever. So we'll get into it today.
Anyway, we won.
Yeah.
Matt won. You guys lost.
You can say we. That's fine.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
won.
Matt's got bad sources.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the drop
How
of the
dare you,
century now.
Mark?
Who, by the way, I love Mark Long. He's
So do
my
I.
boy. He will never not be my boy. It's kind of like I can never be mad at you guys. I'll never be mad at him.
Right. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah. And you guys did chat it up after that, which was also entertaining.
Hey, Matt, tell them never to go against the family.
It is XL Primetime on a beautiful Tuesday, man. Soak up the weather. Soak up a little XLP.
XL Primetime. Driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. From the huddle to the perfect spiral.
We invite you into the lab so that you can truly learn the quarterback position.
The quarterback whisperer. He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Wrapped up by George Moore Chevrolet and Tyson Sound and Security on 1010XL.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law. Poker players, the World Poker Tour is back at Best Bet Jacksonville, October 30th to November 18th, and the guarantees are massive. Event 1 brings a $200,000 guarantee. Event 6 has a $300,000 guarantee, and the main event has an enormous $1 million guarantee. With 14 tournaments, your chances of winning big have never been better. Want in on the action? WPT satellites are already playing out. Don't get left out. Head to bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
San Jose Collision is hiring for an automotive detailer and porter. If you're detail-oriented, dependable, and love working with cars, apply in person at San Jose Collision in Mandarin. Valid driver's license required.
After our son's shoulder issues were worsening, we took him to see Dr. Snyder at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, who recommended PRP treatment. We trusted Dr. Snyder's evaluation and look forward to seeing him pitch again. For the right care, the best care, we highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Universal Roof and Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
Travis Hunter played his heart out on Sunday. The rookie sensation tallied 101 yards on 8 receptions to go along with the touchdown, which was his first as a pro. Numbers like this may give the first-round pick confidence moving forward for the Teal and Black this season. And he's your Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through September 30th. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Here comes the judge.
Order in the court.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Well, it's time to get to some judgments. And we know we've got some things going on in our sports world. None of them are very good, but we will definitely attack them and see what you guys think judgment-wise. We say thanks to Chris Campione. Campione Law, right here in the city of Jacksonville. A team of local attorneys ready to attack for you, and they are champions for justice. Make sure you check out CampioneLaw.com. Chris and his team here in Duval, also now in St. Johns County. If you need help, especially if you find yourself in front of the judge, remember, Campione Law. All right, let's start with the obvious. His name is Trevor Lawrence, all right? 16 right now, not faring very well when it comes to the game of football. Perhaps one of the worst games you've seen him play, Leon. Would you agree with that? This last go-around?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think you can get away from some of the things that just did not go well. So, if you are ranking Trevor Lawrence right now among NFL quarterbacks, you can use whatever criteria you want. I'm going to throw some at you here in a second. Where are you ranking?
32 quarterbacks. I probably rank Trevor like 22.
Okay.
Something like that. I mean, if you look at his stats right now, 1,620, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He had this signature win against Kansas City.
That was big.
Monday night, that was a big game. He led them back, ran it. A couple good throws down the stretch. I just think that, and listen, it's two-part why he's been so inconsistent. I mean, well, three-part, himself, the offensive line, and the drops. I mean, so the people that are working around him have cost him, his consistency. So, I mean, I can't totally throw it on Trevor, but I am.
Okay.
I am, because it's year 5.
Yeah.
Let me just follow up real quick.
He should be playing better.
If I may. I mean, as the opposing counsel, can I follow up real quick?
No, this is just
we're
straight.
just in like mediation.
This is judgment.
We're just in mediation in judges' chambers. Is that where we are? Okay.
That's all.
What's your judgment? Where do you have Trevor right now?
They got 10 games left. Can he get 30 touchdowns in 10 games?
No, he won't. That was my preseason aspirations.
Yeah, exactly. And that was when the hype was real. The hype train was there.
Yeah.
The Liam plus.
I'm off the trade. I'm off the hype trade.
You know what?
You're done now, right?
I'm done.
It was
I've seen enough.
It was 2 4-letter words that now has led you to another 4-letter word. It was Liam plus Trev was going to equal greatness, and now not so much. But look here, just for context, we did this discussion heading into the season, and PFF had Trevor number 16 wearing the jersey, number 16 in the NFL. He was mid. He was right there in the middle of the pack. But right now, honestly, you start taking a look at some of these numbers, and then, Matt, you jump in. Look at what Drake May is doing right now, all right? 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. They are on a 3-game win streak on the road. They have won 3 straight away from Foxborough. You got Jared Goff and what he's doing. You can go down the line. Dak is looking pretty good right now. 16-3 in terms of touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Daniel Jones, you ready for this? 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and he's also been able to run it in. And his completion percentage is at 71%. Shane Steichen has resurrected Daniel Jones in the city of Indianapolis, and we do not want to see that. But that's what's happening, because there was a long argument forever. Hey, Daniel Jones, Trevor Lawrence. Which everyone would take Trevor over Danny. Now look at what Danny Dimes is doing. Where do you put him? Where do you put Trevor?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I think I'd put him lower than 22. I think that the thing that bothers me more than anything are 2 things, really. 2 things. Number one, it's what Kurt Warner said. It's what we've all been saying. He doesn't do the easy stuff well. Just easy throws.
Yeah.
Just make the easy throw. He makes the easy throws difficult. That's number one. Number 2, my God, enough with the drops. Enough with the drops. Like if they lose again and they're 4-4, it might be time to see who wants Brian Thomas Jr. out there. Get rid of him.
I think right now there's going to be, I would think, a bye-week discussion about what you're willing to say goodbye to, and who you need to.
He's not the only one. Mr. Half sack in 7 games also.
Well, yeah,
could be on that trade block
but
as well.
Stay on the Trevor thing
right.
and your judgment,
we will.
please.
We'll get to that one later.
My gosh, man.
I'm going to put him at I know, but I haven't been here for a day, man. I'm like,
I know that. I know.
I haven't talked about it. You guys have got all this out of your system. I haven't. All right.
And just for what it's worth, Trevor Lawrence right now.
By the way, bring a kicker in too while you're at it.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Trevor Lawrence in completion.
They're just kickers, okay? That's all they are. Someone will be able to kick it from 53 out.
Will you listen to me for 1 second? In completion percentage alone, Trevor Lawrence is 33rd in the National Football League.
Can you be 33rd? There's only 32 teams.
No.
That's because Mac Jones has enough attempts to be part of it. Right?
And Mac, by the way, you go back and look at his last game, he was extremely solid. Didn't throw for a bunch of yards, but then neither did Matt Stafford. He didn't need to.
I'm telling you, man, he makes the easy throws difficult. That's number 1. His accuracy is a huge problem, and the drops.
Yeah.
And the drops.
Yeah.
If they didn't drop balls, you'd be like, all right.
You'd zero in.
Well, they'd be 5-2, number 1, if they didn't drop balls.
Right.
And then you'd be like, all right, he's still growing.
Yeah.
But right now they're 4-3, and you're like, whoa. So I'm going to give him a little more grace because, my God, stop dropping the balls.
Yeah. But if you look behind Trevor Lawrence in terms of just completion percentage, right behind him is J.J. McCarthy, hurt, hadn't played in a while. Joe Burrow, hurt, hadn't played in a while.
Yeah.
And Cam Ward. So that's where you are. All right. So let's move on. Let's keep it going. What the H is comprehensive assessment when it comes to the game of football? Have you ever heard of such a thing? Well, this is what the athletics director at Florida State University, Mike Alford, came out and said, hey, we need
Chris McIntosh.
If that's what you're going to go with, yeah.
No, that's who the AD at Wisconsin is, Chris McIntosh.
Yeah, but I'm saying at FSU.
Oh, at FSU, yeah. Mike Alford. Yeah.
Comprehensive assessment is what Alford said needed to happen with Mike Norvell and the entire football program. We are fully committed to helping Coach Norvell and strongly expect the rebound in the coming weeks. But we are going to do a comprehensive assessment of the program at the end of the season.
Does that just mean wait? Okay. We're going to wait and see.
Well, they've lost 11 in a row.
And that is a comprehensive assessment. The only assessment you need is the scoreboard and your win-loss record. At least right now.
They can't fire him. They don't have the money to fire him.
Well, all right. Let me you say it all the time, but people keep coming up with money. You always say, here's one argument. They don't have enough money, and the other one is they have all the money in the world.
They were trying to do the ultimate head fake with the ACC because they have no money.
I know that, but at some point, you're going to lose people who are giving you money if you keep going down this road. Anyway.
I know who he's lost, that entire locker room.
Yeah, and he's
because
now.
They totally gave up. And he does that thing at halftime where he talks to the team
what is
on
that,
the
by
field.
that high school move?
So lame.
No offense to the high school coaches out there. Okay, we love you.
But they were
the
like.
move of the first half's over, and he brings everybody over on the field.
On
Does it
the
every
field,
game.
in front
And
of
he
the
starts
cameras.
doing his talking, and he's pointing. And,
Well, I mean,
and the team was not having it, by the way. They were like,
you're making light
walking
of it
away.
now because they were 2-10. But when they were 11-0, he was doing the same thing.
Yeah,
No, I know he wasn't. I still thought it was high school.
Thank you, player.
Again, no
Thank you,
offense
player.
to the high school guys out
All
there.
right, but anyway, he has now
Love you
lost.
guys.
He's lost 9 straight inside the conference.
That's terrible. Is that not good?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's bad.
I saw that he went his entire 42nd year on this earth without winning an ACC game.
And
his last ACC win really wasn't against an ACC team anyway.
It was Cal. Yeah.
Cal.
And they could have scored more against Alabama. Don't forget that. All right, real quick.
Right, that's going to be on his tombstone.
Yeah.
We could have scored more against Alabama, you know.
All right, enter Jimbo Fisher, okay? Jimbo
To this
speaking
sad, tragic
at
comedy.
the Birmingham Monday morning quarterback. Speaking of guy Monday morning quarterbacking right now, Jimbo basically said all the right things, that he's a good coach, they'll get it right, yada, yada, yada. But then he also went on to say, I would love to get back in the game of coaching. Here's what he did say as far as looking forward to maybe being back on the sidelines. He goes, I'd love to be back. Just make sure they give us the resources to be able to win. I know it's about money, but you've got to have the resources to put in the game, to put in to the game to win and do it the right way.
Is he out of his mind? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, is he saying giving him the resources or the school the resources?
Yeah, this is his
he's always
politicking
looking for money now.
A job.
Oh yeah, He's always
Wasn't he
looking
just
for money.
at A&M where they gave him money to get like the best recruiting class ever?
Everything.
Yeah.
And then he said, this is the classic line, because he's the guy who's responsible for describing Haynes King's injury as he's got a crick in his leg. And so he's talking about the NIL money.
By the way, I talked to Haynes last week about that. He laughed.
He
said, yeah, I heard that too. And I was kind of like, what?
We got to get him on the air. But anyway, to finish out Jimbo's quote, the grass is just as green everywhere. Instead of saying the grass isn't always greener. Yes, he did.
Are you serious? I don't believe you.
Yeah. Well, again, you don't believe anything until you say what I say
until I hear
later.
it, or until I hear it.
Now you know Florida's a better job. Now you know it. All right. The grass is just as green
So, hang on a
everywhere,
second.
said
Let me
Jimbo.
explain this to you, okay? When he was at Texas A&M, do you have it, JJ? The grass is greener?
No, I
No,
don't.
no,
It was
all
at
right.
a quarterback club.
All right.
You know how that sound
Yeah,
is.
yeah, that's
So,
terrible.
It's like locked.
when he was at Texas A&M, they had, first off, their facilities are as good as anyone in the nation, okay? They have a weight room, Leon. You'll love this. Every station of the weight room that you go to, okay? Free weights, machine weight, everything. Each one of them has a little computer next to it. These guys all have their cards around their necks.
Yep.
They put their card on the weight machine. Up comes their profile. Up comes what they have to do, what they did yesterday, what
Nutrition.
they're supposed to do, everything.
Yeah.
Does it lift the weight for him
And
too?
he's saying he wants like the money to get to have what he needs to have to win. Is he out of his mind?
Yeah.
There's no better place in Texas A&M.
And that's all-
in college football.
That's oil money. You know they
Of
give
course.
you nothing but the
That is totally big oil. All right, let's get real quickly to the athletics director down in Gainesville. We talked about him a bunch already. Third hire of the same position since he's been in Gainesville. And basically, everyone's wondering, who will he zero in on? How many candidates will he talk to? Will it just be one? Will he be able to get the yes from the one guy that most people think is the most interested in the job, or will he have to look elsewhere? Here's what he had to say when the question was asked about the brand, the University of Florida.
You know, I think that logo stands out, right? That, you know, the Gator head is pretty special. And, you know, state of 22 million people, third largest state in the country, over 500,000 living alumni, top 5 public university. You know, we've had, 16 straight sellouts. I've lost track of the number at the Swamp. And the results on the field haven't been what we are accustomed to, yet our fans, Gator Nation, keeps coming and supporting at such a high level. The facilities, you know, there's just the access to talent. Young people want to be at the University of Florida, right? This is a place that just people are drawn to.
Now, it's so funny because this runs counter to the press release he put out last year when he said he was going to keep Billy Napier, when he said it's always been about championships here at the University of Florida, but yet he kept the guy who wasn't winning championships. Now he does realize that is the brand, and you've got to go win championships.
Yeah, I mean, it is a brand. Florida it definitely is a brand. If they go up to anybody, I don't care how many people you interview. If you don't bring the lane train to Florida, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. I mean, no. I mean, you are. I mean, I wanted them at Miami when he was at FAU. But we brought in Mandy and his cigar-toting, yacht riding into Miami.
Now, do you think that they could get somebody who is like you would perceive to be at a place that's too big to
Dan
leave?
Lanning.
The Dan Lannings, the Freemans. Like, the logo is huge. Like you said, Leon, do you think that they could get a Notre Dame coach or Dan Lanning?
Pull them from what?
Because Lane's a big get, but he's not
Lane's
Dan Lanning.
No, he's not Dan Lanning. Oh, he's not Marcus Freeman. I don't think so. I don't know. It'd be hard to pull those two away from them. I mean, Notre Dame is one of the biggest brands in college football.
Yes, it is.
Brian Kelly left.
Yeah, he did left.
Yeah,
He did.
and so it's kind of it's a tough one.
Well, I think Brian Kelly left because there was restrictions on recruiting.
Still there, though, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but now basically what happened with Brian Kelly is they opened it up. They gave them more exceptions academically to bring, and now I don't even know if they go to school anymore. Now in the world of college football, it's a hell of a lot easier to get guys through the portal that you can bring to your school. Anyway, those are the guys. Yeah. The Lannings, the Marcus Freemans. You can throw a few other guys up there as well.
Those want to be the only two guys that, if you don't bring Lane in, those are my exceptions.
Yeah.
If you don't get.
What about Kingsbury?
No. I
like to play caller call.
So here's
Lane.
the deal: they think they can get Marcus Freeman. That's number one.
Yeah.
I think Lane Kiffin is definitely the guy. He's definitely the guy. Whether he takes a job or not, that's where you're at.
At least we all have arrived on a consensus.
I would think it's going to be Lane Kiffin, then Freeman if they can get him, and I know JJ hates this, but I think Drinkwitz is probably next.
I would love for them to hire that.
I want them to get Jeff Brom over Eli all day. Or Dillingham.
If I was Franklin's not involved
Dilly's
at
not
all.
leaving Arizona State. No way. That's his
dig
place, man.
I dig it.
He grew up there. Everything is
okay. What about,
I will say this.
What about Franklin?
No chance.
No chance.
If they don't,
no chance they go for him.
No chance they.
He would go.
Take a run at him. He'd take it in a heartbeat. If it doesn't happen with the first two that I mentioned, I mean, I think it's going to be Drinkwitz because I think the guy who's part of making the hire wants Drinkwitz, that being Scott Strickland.
He would.
I would take. I like him, but I don't know if I can take him.
I think
He's
I would
so
take Jed
annoying.
Fish before I took Drinkwitz.
Whoa!
I would. I absolutely would. Because not only has he proven he can build a program from the dust, which he did at Arizona, he's done good things at Washington, and he's a Florida guy.
Yeah,
he's a
Fish
Florida
is a Florida
alum.
guy, and so he would be another guy.
He's a guy that could rally that. He could rally the fan base, the boosters. He could recruit his tail off there. And it's about getting players, and he's an offensive-minded guy too.
Just being the Ocallan that I am, I do have my finger on the pulse of the Florida fan base. Trust me, that would not go over well.
So you're
a Jed Fish hire, my
Fish
friends would freak out.
In Ocala,
dude, that would not be a good hire.
All right, so let's extend this. Let's extend this conversation just a little bit more because the name, yes, you have to have the splash, but you also have to have the right hire. So we'll do that coming up. Thanks to our dudes, Campion Law, everybody there. Don't forget, you find yourself in front of the judge, you need that team of attorneys that can definitely work for you and make sure you get out unscathed.
Here comes the judge. Litigated by Campion Law, champions for justice. XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
You don't need to bet everything on a Hail Mary. Just find a ride in your budget. Because Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. New name, new location, same great deals. And we have the perfect place during the Kia Fall Savings event, like a new Kia payment free for a full 90 days. Or take advantage of financing rates as low as 0%. It's always a touchdown when you shop the best deals in town. Kia on Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection.
For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sonny's here.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
It's the fall savings event going on now at Renewal by Anderson. Upgrading your home has never been easier. Get 20% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hi, I'm Amber Frangie. You know that other Frangie? Well, he's my dad. But I'm here to tell you about how much I appreciate the Awaken 180 weight loss program and how it's changed my life. Like a lot of folks, I let myself go a little. Not proud of that, but it happens. And I wasn't sure what to do. I've tried a lot of other weight loss programs, but they just didn't work. Not like Awaken 180. Can you believe I've lost 70 pounds in less than 4 months? With Awaken 180, there's no medication, no shots, and no side effects. And best of all, really fast results. You eat the food that's provided, and it's really good food. You work with a coach on a regular basis who guides you through the whole process. I'm never hungry. In fact, I never feel like I'm sacrificing anything. Just living a totally normal life. That's my new normal. And now, in October, they're offering free consultations. So there's no reason not to call them and learn more. Call them at 844-346-1800, or you can visit awaken180.com. It really has changed my life, and I bet it'll change yours too. That's Awaken 180.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
1238 XL Primetime, hanging out with you all of Duval on a beautiful Tuesday. Joe C., Matty Hayes, back from that junket to Athens and Knoxville. Check out his stuff at USA Today Sports. Big Leon Searcy, the Hurricane Hall of Famer, and JJ LaSelva, as we are kind of digging in to these coaches' openings, not just one, but plenty that are out there. And we'll find out whether or not the plum job is the University of Florida. You have Penn State that's up there. You have a handful of others. 7 Power 4 jobs are open right now when you think about it. And so anyway, we'll stay on that subject. And it's kind of like free agency every single year. There's only so many great players that you can get your hands on and sign. Leon can attest to that. And there's only so many good jobs. And last year there was hardly any movement in the Power 4, hardly any at all. And now you got guys that are getting fired in September and October.
And there's more to come.
Yeah, exactly. We are
this is
just
be a
getting to the
wild
beginning.
coaching offseason.
Yeah.
So I always want to know this, Matt. When the coaches get fired like that, how do you save the class? I mean, you're recruiting. Let's say you got a top 10, top 5. I mean, what goes into keeping those guys there? Or do you care?
So the assistants that are already there that are doing the heavy lifting with recruiting anyway. The assistants do the heavy lifting. They bring the players in, then the coach signs off. So the assistants are the guys
You mean
that
the assistants
really
that are not going to be there?
No, well, they're there now. They're there now.
Okay, I
though,
got
is what
you.
I'm
All
saying.
right, yeah.
So then, like, let's just say they hire Lane Kiffin, okay? So let's say the season's over, Ole Miss finishes 9-3, and they don't get in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
I'm all for it.
And right, I know you're all for it.
Apologies to Hottie
And then,
Toddy.
like, literally, like, the day after the championship, weekend, they hire Lane Kiffin, okay?
Yeah.
This is just all, I'm just throwing, it's an example, nothing else, okay?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then at that point, you've had the assistants on the staff for the last, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, have been re-recruiting these guys that they already have committed, saying, look, they're going to get a good coach here. Just, have patience. Just wait at least until you see that, because they'd like to get a coach before signing day.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Which I believe is the second week of December. So you tell these guys, just wait, have patience, okay?
Chill.
And hopefully they do. All right? And if you are a guy who is, look, I got to do what's right by me and by this university that's paying me, you will do that. You will continue to
You show loyalty.
Yes, you'll continue to recruit, because you never know if the new coach comes in and says, look, this guy kept these guys on the these guys committed, and now they're going to stay with us. I want this guy. So if you really like where you're at and you really want the job that you have on the next staff, you kind of bust your ass for it. So that's what that's what the hope is. And then the new coach comes in, and then all of a sudden everybody on the roster says, all right, I like this guy, or I don't like this guy. Then they make their decisions about if they're going to stay or if they're going to leave.
Well, you heard from DJ Lagway, which at the very least, and you can, this will be a good watch. How about we put it this way? Let's make this the 10-10 take, and then we'll stay on the subject of the coaching hires.
Now, Joe C's 10-10 take. Slow smoked and served up by Sonny's Barbecue. Local pit masters since 68.
I know they're tearing into a rack of ribs right now, trying to get the Gators back on the winning side of things. And you can definitely do it. It may take more than one rack, but just drop on by and enjoy any one of your area Sonny's with some delicious barbecue. So DJ Lagway came out with the presser. Scott Strickland, now DJ Lagway talking, and everyone's wanting to know, will he bolt? Will he leave? Will he stay? Show his allegiance to the team, to the University of Florida. Well, now the way the transfer portal has worked, these guys can't necessarily abort the program as quickly as they could before. So here's what Lagway said. And he talked about his quarterback's coach, Ryan O'Hara, who will call plays on game day. Billy Gonzalez is the interim head coach, wide receivers coach, and a pretty popular and well-known name as far as offensive and SEC talk goes. Good recruiter.
Other than Percy Harvin, but
yeah. Other than that, exactly. He did damage there, that's for sure. Coach O'Hara, this is DJ Lagway talking. He's been there from the beginning. He's taught me a lot, even when I was in high school, having meetings with him during the recruiting process and him helping me with different things. I have a great relationship with Coach O'Hara, and I'm excited for it. I don't know whether that'll be enough.
You know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's trying to tell the next coaching staff to come here. I want my guy here. If you want me here.
Very, very possible.
And what if Lane does take the job? What if Lane brings Trinidad Chambliss with him?
He can't. This is his last year of eligibility.
This is his last
now,
year.
he could bring Austin Simmons with him, because Austin Simmons originally committed to Florida. He could certainly do that. But if Lane, I'm pretty sure Lane will be looking at that roster and saying, okay, it's not only, this is the guy's getting lost. It's not only DJ Lagway there. It's Tramel Jones, who I keep telling you guys, every time I watch him throw,
Mandarin kid.
he throws better than DJ Lagway.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a better player or he's going to be better. I'm just telling you, when they're out there throwing, he throws a better ball.
Well, Cam Little's hit a lot of 70-yarders in practice. So
not for long.
Huh?
Not for
I
long.
know, but I'm just saying he has. So you game situations, and Tramel may be better. I have no idea, but it is going to be paramount on whoever they hire to make sure that it may not even be DJ Lagway staying, but making sure that they have that quarterback position accounted for. There's so much player movement at that position. You can go get a Trinidad Chambliss like Leon's talking about.
Right.
The dude, he blew me away from Little Old Ferris State, the pride of AIL.
Tell you what, he played really well in that Georgia game.
Oh my
he played
gosh,
well
he
enough
was
to win
so
that game.
fun to watch.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that the Ole Miss defense, like if you had the Ole Miss defense from last year and this year's Ole Miss offense, they'd win the national title.
You're saying, the Walter Nolans of the world.
They'd win the national title. But they couldn't get a stop, just like Georgia couldn't get a stop for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah, there was, I don't remember what the number we have, but 8, 9, 10 straight scoring drives combined.
It was 10.
10? Yeah, that's what I thought.
At least points were scored every time, other than downs at the end of the half.
Yeah. And then 2 punts from Ole Miss ultimately cost them.
Yeah.
That got at least 10 points for Georgia in that ball game. So anyway, that's where DJ Lagway is, just in terms of trying to figure it out.
But
Now,
if Lane comes, okay, and if Charlie Weiss Jr. doesn't get the Ole Miss job, then I would think that he's bringing Charlie Weiss Jr. with him. Unless something happens with, let's say, Alex Golesh gets a job and then Charlie Weiss Jr. gets the USF job. If Charlie Weiss Jr. doesn't take a job, he's coming with him.
Yeah, and he is a valued play caller.
Oh, yeah, that would be huge for Florida.
And his old man was there before, Charlie Weiss, so he has at least a little bit of knowledge as far as what goes on there. All right, so Steve Spurrier, when he's talking about whether or not this is a plum job and who they should be looking at, and he tells USA Today, which is Matt's part of. He says, I think we're going to try to hire a proven coach who's got a winning record in the SEC or another major conference. I think that's the type of coach we're looking for. Well, lo and behold, he headlined a couple of guys, including Eli. He put Drinkwitz up there, of course, Lane Kiffin up there. So how much pull, how much stock in what Steve-O says, in your mind, Matt, will have a hand in the hire? None.
But it's good to know that he's saying that.
Yeah.
Because that gets other people who do have a hand in the hire moving on that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if you're saying, does he have any input? Yeah, in that sense, he does. But as far as would they go to Steve and say, hey.
No, I know exactly.
But if he's saying, I think Lane Kiffin's the guy, they should hire Lane Kiffin, the guys that give money are going to say, well, if Spurrier thinks that,
right,
then we're damn sure hiring that guy if we can.
Right, exactly. I think that's the stamp. And you could go down the line with any university with their the biggest, most powerful figure. You can go to you guys when you wanted Mario to come down to the University of Miami.
Yeah.
Because things
Ray Lewis or Michael Irvin's.
Exactly.
They didn't have a say-so, but they were in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they let it be known that, exactly. Bring him home, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he had won. At that point, he had won a Pac-12, was on his way to winning another one when they got him. So that's what you're looking for. All right, a few other names. We mentioned Jed Fish, and Fish is a guy who has ties to the University of Florida. And the other thing is that if either Kiffin or Fish were to go to Gainesville, they both have Jacksonville ties too. Isn't that crazy? Jed Fish left Miami. His first ever NFL play calling job was here under Gus Bradley. Didn't go so well. And he was not long for here and was ultimately gone. But he's bounced around. He's in Washington, is doing a good enough job to be looked at, but who knows whether he would be the most popular guy. But he's got odds right now as far as one of the guys that Scott Strickland made.
I saw Alex Golesh on some sportsbook was the favorite, which is a joke to me. I mean, obviously not the favorite. There's another guy. I don't know. I don't remember his name, but he's the coach at UNLV right now. And I think he's like an offensive mind. I don't know. They should look into it.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about him. He is a guy getting some love in the group of five right now.
Up and comer.
Yeah, thank you. As far as making it to the college football playoff.
Unfortunately, they lost this weekend, which just made me sad.
Yeah.
They were 5-0,
weren't they? Yeah. Play the heavyweight Boise State.
Boise smacked them.
Alex Golesh isn't. No, Florida's not hiring another Group 5 coach.
Right,
and he has like a gimmicky offense.
But I threw him out to you guys early after, of course, South Florida beat the University of Florida, and I like who he is as a coach. The classic doing more with less.
And they were terrible when he got there.
Yeah, and he definitely built them back up quickly. And he's a guy that obviously has cut his teeth in the SEC, comes from the defensive side of the ball. And anyway, like you said, they're not going to go in that direction. They want to get a prize in the coaching carousel if they can. And we'll find out whether they can do that or not. So, like the odds, Jeff Brom is plus 1,000. Okay, as far as betting goes. So he is a long shot, but boy, is he a guy that also fits that description, does more with less. He really does. And he's got, let's see here.
He's one of the best offensive minds in the game.
Oh, my gosh, yes. 10-win season, 9-win season, 5-1 right now. After the win over Miami, ranked. He's a good coach.
He's a terrific coach.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know that Jeff Brom's going to go over well there, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing. I
Well,
think
it goes back to JJ's popularity contest, and I agree that you want the splash and all that kind of stuff, but you also want a damn good coach that
You
can.
do.
That
He
can
doesn't
stay.
seem like a Strickland guy, though.
No,
Maybe
he's
not.
he's
like a really rough around the edges.
He's a Brian Kelly guy, is what he is.
Yeah,
Very similar. It's my
he's a
way or the
fighter.
highway.
All right, we went way past. We'll keep it going. It is XL Primetime on a beautiful Tuesday right here on the First Coast.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
1010XL celebrates the life and memory of Tony Marinatos. He was among the first to believe in our vision as an investor and our biggest supporter. A mentor and friend, Tony's spirit will carry on in the heart of 1010XL.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On October 21st, 1976, the New York Knicks retired Willis Reed's number 19 jersey, which was the first in Knicks history.
Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
It's time for the Plumbing 411 from Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. When your kitchen or bathroom drain just won't clear, there's probably a deeper blockage. Food scraps, grease, soap scum, even small objects can jam up your pipes. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining uses advanced tools to find the clog and flush it away for good. Don't wait for a tiny clog to become a big headache. Make the superior choice when your drains are clogged. And learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Prosser here again for Chad and Sandy, the local real estate experts you can trust. You might think you have a struggle ahead, but Chad and Sandy always have a solution, and ultimately it ends in a success story. Jacksonville area homes are selling, but getting the right price requires aggressive marketing and proven systems. Hiring the experts who know how to create demand is crucial. You need Chad and Sandy Newman. Need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers, fast, easy, stress-free. But, man, they deliver with the promises. The local real estate experts you can trust. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Oh, and the proof is out there. Tom and Nicole in Mandarin. I got a new job in Louisiana. We found a new home. Now we'd have to sell fast to avoid paying 2 mortgages. Chad and Sandy did it. Use them today. ChadandSandy.com. That's ChadandSandy.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I only like to recommend the best, which is why I'm proud to say that I chose Pella Windows and Doors for my own home. And now's a great time to upgrade your home with 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years of interest-free payments on the best windows and doors in the business. Don't wait. Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or visit their showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. For quality you can trust and savings you can't miss, that's Pella Windows and Doors.
Celebrating 30 years in Jax Beach. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn is your go-to for cash on the spot. They buy gold. Huge sale on firearms all month. Save during Florida's Second Amendment sales tax holiday with no sales tax on firearms. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
Attention skilled electricians, are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Perfecto!
I don't know whether high tide on the south side is back from Amsterdam just yet, but usually the ukulele is a signal for him to. We need one of those sounders, JJ, but he usually lights up right about this time. It's just it's such a blissful sound. You can just sit back and just enjoy yourself. But let's go from the Atlantic to the Pacific. Oh, with a delicious Mexican lager found in Baja, imported by surfers for those who live life anchors up. Let's see if we can get a perfecto out of you two. Now listen, this is a little bit of a pain that comes along with this question. So the ukulele was there to just kind of soothe you a little bit before the pain. Devontae Adams, ever heard of him? Okay, Adams 3 touchdowns against your Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday. He is the second player to score 3 touchdowns in an international game.
Wow.
Okay? Second
You're really
player-
going to do that?
Yes,
Seriously.
I am. Yes, I am. Don't even try to look over my laptop. Second player to score 3 touchdowns in an international game. Who was the first?
The odds are that it is a Jaguar, considering they play there every year, at least once a year.
Excellent point. I do love JJ, the bet evaluator.
All right, here's what hurts is that they've been crap pretty much all of those years. I have a Jags guess.
Okay.
And he's also a Miami Hurricane, but I won't say it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Hearns, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that's right by Joe's reaction.
MJD.
Who?
MJD.
All right, MJD. Nothing wrong with that. If you are using the applied theory that JJ has just thrown out there.
It's going to be some rando.
Or it's going to be somebody like last year against the Jags.
Right. It could be that too.
Yeah, it could be.
Caleb Williams did have himself a game last
Cole
year.
Kmet catch 3 touchdown passes last year in that game? No, he didn't, right?
With what?
Did Cole
Kmet?
Kmet catch 3 touchdown passes last year in that game?
I can't remember actually who was on the receiving end. I just know that
It
Caleb
was not good.
Caleb kind of lit it up a little bit that day.
By the way, High Tide every year goes to that game.
Yeah, he does. He
Good on
loves
him,
it.
man.
And the Beaver
Every
Boys,
year.
the fighting USF Bulls, Brett Moore, they were all over there.
They got to be tired of going there and picking up that L. Got to be tired.
C Daddy, I'm pretty sure he.
How long is that
he
flight?
sailed
6 hours?
the Atlantic to get over there.
7
all
hours?
7,
Take the
yeah.
L and then come home?
And I think it's longer on the way back.
Yes.
I don't understand jet. What do you call it?
Lag.
Yeah,
No,
the Airstream.
Airstream.
Jet stream. Oh, jet stream.
But still, even
takes
even with the
longer.
jet stream, it's going to be longer with that.
All right,
L
so
tag
who we
on
got?
the back.
Okay, you stallers.
Yeah, we need to go to break.
All right, you got MJD. Who you got?
I'm gonna go Allen Hearns.
Okay. All right, I love it. You guys picked out what I was looking for. It was a Jacksonville Jaguar tie. It just so happened it was the same year that MJD came into the league. It was the great Mercedes Lewis.
Wow. I remember that.
How about that?
In 2017 against the Ravens. Those, ladies and gentlemen, were the days.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle. What could Jacksonville do better? Find out from one of our best ever as David Garrard joins Mike and Fat Tony on Jaguars Today, Monday from 10 to noon. Restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida on 1010XL.
It's your boy, Big Sirs, all-pro lineman and lemon pepper guy. Nothing screams great game day like Wingstop. But get this, every Saturday and Sunday this football season, score big with Wingstop's special deal. Order 100 wing packs online at wingstop.com or Wingstop's app. Use the promo code JACK20 and get $20 off. That's right, carry out or delivery. It's your call online, promo code JACK20 for $20 off any 100-piece wing pack. Fire up your game day. Order this weekend with Wingstop.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up, trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
For your chance to win tickets to see Caitlin Clark, all-time women's college point scorer and WNBA star at the Florida Forum October 29th, text FORUM to the Lifetime Flooring text line at 641-1010.
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Call us at 904-712-4004 or visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
The flagship station of the Jaguars, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Plan ahead this year and order your home holiday decorating from Kuhn Flowers. They'll take care of all your Christmas tree setup, lighting, and decorating hassles. This is Max with 1010XL. Call on Kuhn Flowers. They'll do it all this fall.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. If you have a school, team, or group that would benefit from a team store, you're in luck because we now offer team stores. Check us out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
No one has time to get hurt, lost wages, injuries that not only hurt but hinder our success. If you're in this position due to the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid. Hey, this is Tom McManus. Injuries suck, so check out Morgan & Morgan. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the country. 100 offices, over 1,000 lawyers with enough firepower to handle any and all personal injury cases. And they make filing a claim easy, and they don't get paid unless you do. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Visit forthepeople.com or hit Pound Law from your cell. Pound Law, that's all.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. The Atlantic Coast Conference has announced that Florida State's homecoming game on November 1st versus Wake Forest will be at 7:30 p.m. on the ACC network. Since 2012, the Seminoles have won 11 consecutive homecoming games. Right now, 79 degrees at 102. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Who lit it up last night? Brought to you by American-Electrical.com.
Well pitch. High fly ball. Left field. Arozarena watches it go.
I tell you what, it was some kind of good for George Springer last night as they were able to get the job done against the Seattle Mariners. My dude, Scotty, over at Cotty Shack, just beside himself. Diehard Mariners fan. Thought he was going to take his team all the way from not making the playoffs and forever to making it to the World Series. He was coming after my Dodgers, but ends up coming up just a little bit short. George Springer is once again delivering in the moment. A huge swat that late in the game. Down 3-1, they end up winning 4-3. Incredible. I don't know if I can do this justice or not, but this will, I guess, have to qualify for a saucy instead of a perfecto, because we just did the perfecto. Most career postseason home runs. Now, we mentioned this the other day because Kyle Schwarber was moving up when the Phillies were going up against the Dodgers. He now has 23 home runs in the postseason.
Career.
Yeah, pretty dang good
Saucy
run that
nugs.
Schwarber has been on. The leader is, I was going to maybe reserve this for JJ. Who do you think the leader is in postseason home runs?
I have a guess.
I see. Here's the thing that now in modern times, there's so many more games.
Yeah.
So
There's
some
a
of
clue.
like the Reggie Jacksons aren't on this list, even
Right.
though they should be.
Right, you can move up in time, so you're at least catching on there.
I'm gonna say Aaron Judge. No. I'm gonna say it's somebody for the Astros, maybe.
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop you there because those
It's not George Springer, is it?
No, but those cheating savages have moved up in the annals.
Is it Bregman?
No, it's Manram.
Oh, Manny. Okay.
Saucy Nugs.
He deserves it.
Yeah, Manny Ramirez, 29 postseason home runs.
And
which
that
is,
was in the era where they didn't have all these wild card games.
Yeah, and it was just he really was so fun to watch back then.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, if you were a Red Sox fan or not, actually, probably a lot of people enjoyed watching Manny Ramirez. Anyway, 29 home runs for him. So Schwarber's got 23. George Springer joined him with 23, with the third most. Now, here's the thing that just ticks me off more than anything else, and what JJ just mentioned. Two guys are among the top four that were just getting signals fed to them left and right.
Is it
George
Bregman?
Springer and Altuve.
Oh, Altuve.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 27 for Altuve, 23 for Springer.
27
And it just shows also that they went to they were in the ALCS
that,
every
bro.
year for like 7 straight years.
Yeah, and
you
they
know?
just and stealing signals the entire way. And by the way, was Manny with Cora when they won up there? He may have already been gone.
Manny played for the Dodgers, I think, probably around that
First
time.
off, I'm looking at this list.
Yeah.
How about the Cubs letting Schwarber go, by the way?
Yeah, I know. And he was,
I think
he
they
was
waived him or something.
Yeah, he was so down and out confidence-wise. And anyway, he's resurrected
He'd hit
his
like
career.
196 with
Yeah.
30 homers.
Yeah, he's resurrected his career. And Springer is a badass. He really
So
is.
explain this to me as far as I'm not an avid baseball watcher. But,
Okay, a home run is worth
No,
one.
I know that.
A home run is when the ball goes out.
Two
of the
men are
park.
on base. That's
Or it could be
3.
inside the
I'm
park,
talking
too.
about these stealing signals. Okay, doesn't the guy still have to hit the ball even though he knows?
Yes,
what's
but it's certainly a lot easier.
Yeah,
So
fastballs
and
come
so
as opposed to
here's the
off
thing.
speed. Yeah,
and the classic, you could go with the grassy knoll. The controversy, never really 100% proven, was Altuve would not take his shirt off when he hit one of the biggest home runs.
Walk-off,
and they beat
the Yankees.
They beat the Yankees, which was a big controversy, and then they beat my Dodgers to win the World Series. Anyway, they said that he had the wire going up to where he could hear.
It would or buzz his chest or something.
It was
like he would feel
electronic
something.
signals that were sent to them.
Okay, now if you're going all AI on me.
But let me
Exactly.
explain to you, Leon, why
Exactly.
it is like if you don't understand baseball, I get what you mean. But let me just show you how hard it is to hit
Give
a
me a football
fastball as
example.
opposed to a curveball. So like when the catcher, the guy who is calling the signs, if he calls for a fastball and they get screwed up and he accidentally gets a curveball, he looks like a fool. Like it's the craziest thing you've ever seen, and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Like so when the guy who's catching it can't even figure it out, imagine you as the hitter having to guess, and it's
not easy.
knowing
to
what is coming is a game. It's a complete game changer.
If I'm not mistaken, it's really not so much a curveball as it's like a changeup
or just off speed.
Yeah,
anything off speed or
but changeup as much as anything. Those are home run balls.
Because it looks like a fastball.
Yeah. And obviously the fastball, if they can catch it early in its delivery, then they pick up on it. It's not rising, it's not falling. Then they can drive it out. But what's the difference? Okay, are you injecting needles in your rear end that would turn a warning track shot into a home run? Is that more cheating, or is this, like JJ's describing, knowing what pitch is coming your way?
To me, that's way worse.
It's
knowing the pitch is just way worse.
Yeah, 100%.
Huge advantage.
Okay. The other one's bad too.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of either.
Right. So, but it is kind of interesting, and they said, okay, like you said, AI. We draw the line at okay. You can steal signals all day long, try and pay attention to them, and signal as quickly as you can. But when you have the electronics working,
my problem is that
Altuve
Altuve will be in the Hall of Fame and Barry Bonds won't be.
Exactly.
Right, and
I think they both deserve to be.
I think Leon's point is, well, Barry Bonds, while he cheated, he's got to hit the ball.
Yeah,
he's got to hit it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, and so that's the only thing that I would always say. What was maybe
and the pitchers were juiced.
Yeah. I mean, there's and baseball through all of this needed it desperately.
Well, understand this in the locker room where, everything is sacred. The players took performance enhancing stuff before the games. All right. Because we would exchange pills.
Hold on, let's go in the locker room.
Yeah.
Now, the Lemon Pepper Locker Room with Leon Cersei. Served up by Wingstop.
All right, let's get those pills with some good, delicious wings. All right?
Speaking of performance enhancing.
Don't think that's never been done before, by the way, pills and wings.
Yeah. I need something to wash it down.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, I mean, we're talking about, guys getting juiced up, hitting the balls and all that kind of stuff. And I just wanted to let the people know that in locker rooms before games, guys take all kind of different pills to get themselves energized for the game. They take the ginseng. We had one called Magnum Shot. We had one called Double Pistol. We had all kind of these different concoctions of pills that we would take before the game to get us all juiced up before we went out there and play. So that was performance enhancing.
Yeah. Oh, you better believe it.
Y'all had like a pharmacy in that locker room.
It was. It absolutely was.
Can you picture the big candy bowl of candy for Halloween trick-or-treaters?
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Was it all just like speed and stuff, though?
No, it was. It was stuff that raised your adrenaline. And they got you jacked up.
You can say speed. Go ahead.
No, well, it might have been. I don't know. Well, I know that some guys used to go to these little Chinese pharmacies and get this stuff.
Yes. Players would get out of their
then
mind.
You get into the dangerous stuff.
Sounds above board.
It is.
But remember the Romanowskis of the world. They would get out of their mind.
Yes.
And just
you got to be
sacrifice their body.
You got to be out of your mind to run your body into another person's body at full speed with equipment on. I don't care what anybody says.
I agree. By the way, for Wingstop, use the promo code JAX20 when you order online Saturday or Sunday during the football season for $20 off 100-piece wing pack.
And I know
a good way to go right there, bro.
I know the good people want to think that the NFL is just this fairy tale land where nothing but good stands in the way. But in those locker rooms, we have to prepare ourselves
But are the pharmacies
to be in a car accident 50 times?
Exactly, JJ.
Are the pharmacies still alive and well, you think, in locker rooms?
Oh, absolutely.
Probably less so with like the painkillers because a lot addiction really took over with a lot of these guys. So I bet the painkillers, just like grabbing them out of a, whatever, sitting in the middle of the locker room, that's probably not the same thing anymore.
I think
the way they've described is incredible.
I think the Toradol shots are probably out.
Yeah.
And the stuff that when I played in the late '90s, I think all that stuff is probably.
And they needed to slow
like
down the
a horse
Vicodin.
painkiller too, like a Toradol.
Yeah,
that's like legit.
That's like when a horse breaks his leg, they shoot him up with it so it can still
Good thought, man.
Yeah, they put that in my buttocks.
Yeah.
My upper thigh.
Right in Leon's rear end. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. John Osher knows Jacksonville football like Jack's Beach knows the ocean.
That makes two of us.
Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served up by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft on 1010XL.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. I love Hello Smooth Med Spa, my go-to for skin health and beauty. Their biggest event of the year is November 19th, National Botox Day. Huge deals, local vendors, and it benefits Make-A-Wish. Don't miss it. Visit HelloSmooth.com for more details.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week, Madeline Minea, a senior swimmer and varsity flag football player at Mandarin High. Madeline is a member of the National Honor Society and the Spanish Honor Society. She also volunteers at the local food bank and is a swim coach.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, you look troubled. Is something bugging you?
This friendship isn't all upside for me, Jason. People keep asking me stuff about you.
They ask you about me?
Is it really cooler with Bueller, they ask? So I say, totally. And they say, how do you mean that? And I say, he fixes air conditioners, which literally makes somebody cool. But he also has cool sunglasses and cool people and a cool family.
And I try to make working at Bueller Air and Plumbing a really cool experience for our technicians and plumbers. We treat our people like gold, and they treat our homeowners the exact same way.
Great. Well, now there's another cool thing I've got to remember. This is a lot of responsibility, Jason.
Life can get hectic sometimes. If you don't take a moment to slow down and appreciate all the cool parts, you could miss it.
Do people ask you about me at all?
Weirdly, they do.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
The Golf Club of Southampton has big plans for 2026, renewing the greens plus plenty more. But right now's the time to take advantage of member opportunities before the big renovation. Now until the end of December, you can join and save $1,500 off their initiation fee, plus $500 back in a gift card with a 12-month commitment. All the details are at golfsouthampton.com. Playability for every skill level and a huge practice area to hone your game. Lock in now and enjoy membership privileges at the Golf Club of Southampton.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
Rebound Rehabilitation. 11 great locations across the First Coast, and they're just a click away when it comes to feeling strong and healthy again. If you need the best path to recovery, look no further than Rebound Rehab. Log on and check out one of their great 11 locations.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. We know what cool sounds like. XL Primetime. But what does it feel like? Find out at FloridaHomeAC.com. 1010XL.
I always like to lean on the nooners, the prime timers, because they drop knowledge on us just as much as we try and drop knowledge on them. I am like on a robocall list for another dude. I have had my phone number for a long time. And yet there's this dude named Michael that still gets messages, and this is an urgent phone call. And then when you do the delete and report junk, I don't think that works, people. I do not think that works. And they've got like a list of, I guess, of like 17 different numbers they call from. So whenever you block that one number, there's another one coming. So if you guys got any suggestions, you can robo-dial the text line at 641-1010, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, and just tell me how to get off of this list, because Michael apparently owes a bill from like 1997, and it's just really frosting this one group. They won't stop calling, man.
Well, I'm gonna ask you this. Well, I've gotten that also.
Yeah.
I've also gotten these texts that says violation of toll.
Oh yeah, that one's classic.
Oh, that's classic. Violation of toll.
Just ignore the heck out of that one.
Pay immediately or get
Florida
suspended.
DMV, right?
Yeah.
I get some that are like asking about a house that I own, and would you like to do this or that? I'm just like, well, I know that's fake.
What you got to do is you got to call back. Like when
I try.
they leave a message, you call back and you're like,
All right,
oh
hang
my
on.
gosh, really? Oh my God, what do I need to do?
Why? You're
All right.
wasting your own time.
Oh, you
Because
talking
then
about
at the
pride.
end,
Joke's on him
because
or
then
on
at the end,
you.
then at the end, you kind of like
JJ.
explain it, and it's not as nice as, you know.
This is what
Explain it.
this one is coming straight from Pahokee. All right.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna send this bad boy to you, and so I'm pretty sure we can play this over the air, and I'll make sure that we at least warn the others that it could be coming their way, and we'll do that as a public service announcement. All right. Speaking of public service announcements, Leon, do you have one when it comes to fixing this football team during the bye week? Do you have we almost need, like, I like to do the XLP Big Three, but we almost need like a Mr. Fix-It, okay, that can come in and fix the problems this team has. Oh, I don't know, too many drops. Oh, I don't know, too many yellow flags landing on the field. Too many inaccurate throws, let's just say. What would you fix
What
first?
would I do if I was the coach here? First of all,
What would you fix first?
I'm old school, right? So I ain't coddling none of them, right? I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you're making. I'm in a team meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying walk a little. We pay you too much money to play the way you playing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not getting a return on our investment. I need you to play better. Heinz Outlet.
Yeah.
You're getting too much money to be playing the way you playing. We need a return on investment. I mean, I would just go around the room.
Are you going to call cash though the number one thing? Is that taboo?
Well,
or is that...
well, here's the thing: when these are all paid professionals, and when you can call them to task if they're not playing or performing up to what you've been paid.
Okay,
that's just me, and I just think this team needs a good calling out. And I know Liam is trying to say all the right things in the presser about it's my fault and all that kind of stuff. No, it's not your fault. This ain't not a classroom full of kids. These are guys who are paid professionals, make a lot of damn money,
right?
And a lot of them are living up to the bill. Mm-hmm. I'm just being honest with you. And they need to do something about it because it's having that same old Jag feel. That's what it is. And I know it's only 7 games. And I know we got a bye. And I know we got 10 games left or whatever. But what I've seen the last 2 weeks remind me a lot of what I saw last year.
Mm-hmm. And that's the last thing you want to do is be
lack
reminded
of
of last year.
Dumb penalties, drops, inconsistency at the quarterback position, inability to run the football, inability to pass rush, cover, all that kind of stuff.
You know what I would do with that wide receiver room? I get that wide receiver room together, and I get the Michael Irvin video.
Mm-hmm.
The Michael Irvin video where he's ripping those two guys, those two former players on that podcast, talking about how, they were using him as a guy that, didn't really have big numbers, but is in the Hall of Fame. And Micah just went off. Just went off. If you haven't seen that yet, go on Google and just type Michael Irvin goes off on podcast. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. And he's like, look, man, I played in a war.
Yeah.
You went over the middle. You were going to get hit. And you had to just deal with it.
Michael may need to talk to 7. Right?
And 11. And, I mean, just go right down the line.
Well, yeah,
man.
yeah. You said it first, the wide receiver room.
Yeah.
See,
because they're
that's easy to say, man, but a lot of these young cats aren't receptive to older guys that play the game because they think in their era it's a lot more advanced, we're faster, stronger.
And that's why they drop balls.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm just telling you, they're not as receptive.
And I firmly believe this. And we do know what your cardinal rule is what you allow at practice, you allow in the game, but they don't hit. They don't pad up hardly
ever
anymore.
Exactly.
Just go ahead and use it. Ever. They don't ever hit.
And so it's like we said, we come out of training camp glossing on this, glossing on that, because they don't get hit nearly as much as maybe
that's why they act the way they act on Sundays, because they're safeguarded during practice. They don't feel the funk or the thump of getting hit.
Yeah.
In practice. And listen, I'm not proposing you injure guys during practice, but I'm saying they got to get a thud. Just to know that what it feels like to catch the ball and get hit. You know, I'm not talking about it because we used to smash each other in practice, literally smash each other. And Donovan Darius, and they had to slow Double D down in practice. Okay, trust me.
We're gonna fine you.
So I get all that, but here's my question to that: why are there other teams that are successful not hitting?
That's what I'm asking.
It's a very fair question. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for this new group, but I'm also not going to blame them for everything else that's happened.
No,
here
I'm not
before.
either. No.
So I got to try
Totally
and,
not.
at the very least, see if they can kind of pull themselves out of it. But and you guys know how I feel. Coaching matters as much as the players do. I know talent wins out more often, but coaches coach, and the good ones make good players better. Here's a perfect example of what happened last night. And this is Kelvin Shepard, who's been promoted on the defensive side for our dude, Dan Campbell, up in Detroit. You know I love the Honolulu Blue. So Aaron Ross leaves. Kelvin Shepard's been learning under him. He promotes him to defensive coordinator. They were missing secondary stars left and right, including Branch, who got suspended for a game. You saw who was doing work last night. And by the way, one of them was a former Jag, Eric Hallett, who made a bunch of plays and has continued to make plays. And Whiteside and Mollett and all these other guys, bros, we didn't know are making plays for them.
Well, organizations,
they lit Tampa up last night.
They did. Organizations like that, the Lions, the Chiefs, and stuff like that, it's because the standard is the standard. We don't where we set the bar as far as tempo, intensity, performance, execution. That's what it is.
Are you trying to tell me the funk is still here?
I'm telling you this.
I
don't want to say it's here, but I'm saying that
it's lingering.
It's not as prevalent.
It just ain't easy to change it up. I keep believing this. Duval ain't gonna be built in a day. There was a lot of rat trap crap in that building. Okay, with what beginning with Trayvon Walker versus Aiden Hutchinson.
By the way, at one point last night, the Bucks triple teamed him.
Yes, this is not an indictment of Trayvon Walker. This is doing nothing but propping up what Aiden Hutchinson has done in a winning franchise, winning organization. But what Brad Holmes has done up there has collectively put together an unbelievable group of players on both sides of the ball. Because, yes, you do have to have good players for good coaches to succeed. But Aiden Hutchinson v. Trayvon Walker, any of you guys want to keep texting us on that one? That battle is over, okay? That battle is over. And so where's the number I have? I think it's 9 straight games. Let me go back, make sure I have the number here. That's right. It's just incredible what he has been able to do. And coming off a pretty horrific injury last year.
I saw that it was like 5 or 6 straight games going into last night with a sack.
Yeah. So
for Hutchinson.
Meanwhile, $170 million's got half a sack.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah, and
7 games.
All right, here's the other one. Let me make sure I have this right. Okay, here's the other one.
You call Trevor 275. You need to start calling JHA 170, bro. Start calling
State
him
Road.
I-70.
State Road 170.
State Road 170. Because
So
he got
here's-
half a sack, bro.
So here's the number. Okay, Aiden Hutchinson, we already know what he's done. All right? You ready for this one? Byron Young played against the Jaguars on Sunday. He was one of many that got to Trevor. 7 sacks against Trevor Lawrence. Byron Young has now extended his sack streak to 9 regular season games.
Wow.
So that
Saucy Nugs.
That's another guy that's getting the job done. And that's another guy that Les Snead, and at that time, Jimmy Gladstone's was part of that draft room and evaluating personnel. I will keep faith in the Magic Man, Harry Potter, that he's going to bring those types of players here, the Byron Youngs. But if you want to take a look at Cam Scadaboo versus Bashal Tootin, we'll find out which of those ultimately worked. And the 2 for 1 or 1 for 2 with Travis Hunter, is that going to work? Those are the types of things that you got to find out here. But there are too many other guys that are doing too many other good things in other cities. And they could be backups that were elevated through injury, or they could just be stars that were born because of the development that is taking place in other
You almost got to force
programs.
feed Travis Hunter now because just to justify what you did. You almost have to.
Yeah.
You have to force feed him.
Well, at the very least, he was able to get to 100 yards. And they did.
That was a garbage time,
But
go
you're
ahead.
right. They were down 21-0, 28, all that stuff.
But he ran an over route. He ran something other than a drag and a go.
Yeah, I agree.
So he runs an over route. He's open. They hit him. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, but both things need to happen. They still need to go ahead and work him in short pass situations in space.
I
Both
got
of
news
them.
for you. You got to start playing 2 and 2. Now's the time, man.
Yeah.
He had 5 carries in that game.
Yeah, you
5.
got to, because I mean,
Jameer Gibbs is still running.
Yeah.
Is that guy impressive
Yeah,
or
he's
what?
impressive.
Now, again, he was a first rounder, but so was ETN.
Yeah, but
It wasn't fun going
but
up against him in fantasy last year.
If you got if you got a guy like Tootin that can run, that's that fast, you got to get him on the field.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, though,
It's the same thing with Travis Hunter. If
Right.
you got a guy that can run like that, you got to get him on the field.
I agree. And I'm not making excuses for either the running back, the receiver, or the quarterback. But my gosh, man, that offensive line for Detroit, and this is another example of
So
good drafting. Do you know who they have in there?
You know who the right guard is? Their right guard,
Tate
not their
Ratledge.
left guard.
Tate
Yeah.
Ratledge.
Leon and I were talking about that.
But listen,
a rookie.
And I'll listen. I had Tate Ratledge on my draft board. I know you guys did as well. But here's another one that I'll just remind people of that I know I brought up, and I know we probably all did. Christian Mahogany, and you can go back on my timeline and find it. Christian Mahogany was available in the 6th round a year ago, and stinking Trent Talkie just ignored the idea of going and getting a guy like that. He is a starter now for Detroit. Tate Ratledge is a rookie. So they now have 2 either first or second year guys that make up 2/5 of that offensive line. Would you like to have 2/5 of this offensive line operating at a pretty high level?
Yeah, absolutely.
I will take it.
Let me just tell you this. Vanderbilt has a guard by the name of Chase Mitchell. He's 6'4", 350. I sent you guys this video of him.
Oh, yeah.
He just absolutely destroyed 2 LSU guys on one play. 2.
Which I know it says a lot about the player, but it says a lot about the state of LSU's football program.
Exactly.
as well.
But I'm all for
One
it.
of those guys is Jack Piper,
If we're scouting Vandy over LSU, there's some problems in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, and what he hit Piper with just like a Leon punch, knocked him on his ass.
Yeah.
The other guy he just absolutely annihilated.
All right, I have to ask this question, Leon. We actually have one from one of our texters that I will get to as far as the line is concerned. So we'll ask that one and one more. Have you ever swung on a guy once he went around you? Because that's what Penei Sewell did last night. We got to bring that up. It is XL Primetime.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford. Every Friday in the fall is Pregame Friday.
Is this what I think it is? Yes, it is.
We'll get you ready for the games. Who's in, who's out.
This is what I'm talking about.
Built by Dream Finders Homes. Homes built to fit your lifestyle on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. We all make decisions every day, but with Prize Picks, being right can get you paid on America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. All you do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. Daniel Jones, more or less than 243 passing yards. Jamar Chase, more or less than 62 receiving yards. It's just that simple, everybody. But here's the best part. PrizePicks offers an insurance reboot. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, PrizePicks won't count it as a loss. PrizePicks is the only app that offers stacks, where you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. And with FlexPlay, you can double your money, even if one of your picks doesn't hit. And all PrizePicks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use the promo code 1010XL and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. That's promo code 1010XL to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play $5 in lineups. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Big #1 Duval Ford is trusted by Duval families, Duval businesses, and law enforcement across Florida. We're Jacksonville's largest Ford dealer by new Ford sales with the biggest service facility to keep everything in your driveway and in your fleet on the road. Shop Big #1 Duval Ford on Cassett Avenue for our low prices and nationally recognized service-first experience. Big #1 Duval Ford, proudly serving North Florida since 1916.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosper here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 166171. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
It's holiday season and it's not too late to find the perfect spot to celebrate with your team. Fourscore is a place that brings the energy, where great food, craft drinks, and unreal vibes meet cutting-edge full-swing simulators. Don't play golf? Do not worry. With over 40 interactive games, Fourscore has something that everyone will enjoy. Perfect for company outings, birthdays, and even private events that go beyond the ordinary. With locations in historic San Marco and centrally located Gate Parkway, Fourscore is ready to make your next celebration unforgettable. Hit the easy button and book your event today at fourscoregolf.com.
Frank Frangie here to tell you about the coolest new thing, a putting green in my backyard that my friends at Sunshine Turf installed. Sunshine Turf can do the same for you. They'll come to your house, they'll create a custom design for your space, and you'll have an authentic golf course experience right in your own backyard. I freaking love it. Sunshine Turf is family owned and they made the process so simple. So visit sunshineturf.info or call them at 904-383-0243 and get a free quote today for your own putting green. Get it from Sunshine Turf.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
All right, my takeaway is, fellas, I mentioned this in the meeting room earlier today with Miami when they played Louisville before the game 2 hours ago. A good friend of mine, Alex, who got me into the cigar business, calls me up and says, Big Sirs, let's talk about the game. We talk about the game. He says, no disrespect. You know when they say that. You know,
oh, my God.
Right. He said, no disrespect, Big Sirs, you know, but this might be the best Miami offensive lineman in the history of the school. And I said, what? In 5 games? He said, no, projections. The NFL has at least 4 offensive linemen going in the first or second round on this team. So, you know, this team is going to be littered with NFL talent. That's why it's so great. And then I go and promptly watch the game and watch the offensive line. Can't rush the ball, can't protect the passer, penalty after penalty. So I called them after the game. I said, you're right. I said, you got a lot of NFL talent on that team. Too bad it doesn't show up on Saturdays.
Yeah, or Friday night.
Or Friday. It was Friday night. Yeah. Too bad it doesn't show up Friday night.
You were like strangely quiet during our texts back and forth during that game, Leon.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant.
We thought you had your hands full.
Yeah,
we thought you were like getting ready.
I was worried enough.
I was irate.
I thought you were getting ready to leap off the Barnett Tower. To be honest.
No, I would never do that. No. But you know,
Thankfully, there's
I was
no
not
such
happy.
thing anymore. You don't have to worry about it.
I wasn't happy. Let's just say that.
You were, because usually you're very sprite on the text line with us.
The text line. I like that you call it the text line.
Our little text group, whatever you want to call it.
The thread.
Well, usually very
stay
happy.
Bro, when you go
got
down 14.
Emojis and next thing you know, you're down 14 and we don't hear from you.
You don't hear from me.
The only thing I heard from this weekend was some very negative locker room talk about Brian Thomas Jr. and Cam Little.
Yeah.
This was locker room talk.
And both need a good talking.
Yeah, both deserve it.
That's
Yes,
for sure.
of course they do.
All right, so go ahead.
Yeah, my takeaways, and we really haven't talked. I guess you guys probably talked about this yesterday. Bring a kicker in here, man. Seriously.
He said he wouldn't, by the way. He was asked about it yesterday, and Liam Cohen was adamant that they are not going to bring a
Do you
kicker.
have that sound?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
All right, so
I mean, my whole thing is this: it's just a kicker. That's all it is. There's kickers everywhere in the league.
Hey.
They make field goals. If one doesn't work, guess what? You get the next one. They're like buses. They come on every 5 minutes. Just get the next one.
He's recognized and represented in Canton, okay? And so that probably was one of the worst things that could have happened to him. I don't want to hear anything else about a 70-yarder because I put
How about an extra point?
Well, I posted it on X. The little kickers become a big problem. And it has to change.
I like
So
that
anyway,
play on words,
any newbies coming in for tryouts?
No.
No. Got a lot of confidence in Cam still, bro. I do. I talked to Cam. He was in here today. He's not going anywhere, and we're not doing anything with it. He's going to get away from this thing for a few days and go reset the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, that cut courtesy.
Reset. Get away and reset, Joe.
Cut courtesy of Jaguars.com.
I want him to go kick all day. Just
Right.
keep kicking. Practice makes perfect.
Till your leg falls off.
Yeah.
We do have to get one of our drops though at the end for the rest of the week. Want to get away? We do have to have that at the end of the show. But
I can't believe we're back here again.
I know. I didn't think we would be.
We're back and we just need to get away. We're back there again. How is that possible?
I didn't think we'd be there. But I do think he's a good kicker. But like we said, if it's results based, we're talking 4 field goals that have been missed, 50 yards or less, PAT missed. You had a 1-score game where a field goal and a point after would have helped you mightily against a good Seattle team. And then you now have gone through basically a month of misses. That can't continue. And so that you have to look around. But it's so funny. Remember, we have already had stories this year where the Matt Praters of the world, like he was around when there were craters on this earth, and he's still kicking.
Hire him right now.
Yeah, and he's employed, and so you have to go find.
What's Lambo doing?
Yeah, exactly. Josh Scobie, where are you, man? And so that type of situation is where this team finds themselves.
Leon, how are we here again?
Oh, you talk about the
We're here at the old
reset.
We need some time off. Let's just get a couple days away. Everything will be better. We'll reassess.
Oh, the feelings are back.
And we'll go right back into next week and we'll try harder. How are we here again?
Well, there is a CBA that they are not allowed to.
No, I understand that. I understand all of that.
But
okay?
there is that feeling.
But there's
of,
also the public statement of that, is my point.
Yeah, and the remember they needed to get out of Duval to go to London.
Yeah,
a couple years ago.
Well, no, he literally said that this week, last
Oh, no,
week too.
yeah,
It was the same thing. He was like,
I was
after
thinking
the
the same
Seattle
thing last
game, it's
week,
good
right.
that we're all getting out of
need to
Jack
get
or
out
going to
for a
London
week.
together, and it's going to be like a team bonding.
This is a
type
pressure
thing.
cooker here. This is
Yeah,
this
the
place.
media.
Jacksonville,
here.
of all places, the media here is a pressure cooker.
So let me ask you this, Leon. So this is off
It's
the
not
tech.
like you've had a huge bust at #1 pick for quarterback the last 5 years, and no one said anything about it.
Yeah, and so they got more things to fix than they know right now. But off the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, a question for Leon. Sir, why don't more teams use too tight, especially when the offensive line is struggling? Is this a real disadvantage for the offense?
No, usually when you're in too tight, I mean, you want to effectively run the football, but then you can play action if you have any. Too tight is more like the 4-minute offense where you want to run the ball to run the clock out to win the game, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also effective in play action because if you have any kind of progress running the football, then your tight ends become viable options down the field.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
I have no problem with tight. Listen, I don't have any problem with a fullback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like the fact that the 49ers sometimes when they're in games, they got too tight. They got a fullback, running back. Ask Christian McCaffrey if he likes the fullback in the backfield.
Yeah. He likes what is it, old 44 in front of him. I think that's his number.
Absolutely.
And so any of these tight ends that can chip, help. Yes, you're robbing your team of maybe one extra guy in the pattern, but your quarterback's not going to have time to find him if no one can block up front.
All right, so we talk about the funk all the time, and I hate to do this because the guy you're paying millions upon millions to get half a sack in 7 games. Our boy Kayvon Chason, 4.5 sacks for the Patriots right now,
And a touchdown last week.
And a touchdown. Both he and Tyson Campbell had touchdowns.
To be
on
fair,
Sunday.
Cam Ward just handed him the ball.
Yeah,
But
that was one of the funniest things ever.
Well, point being 4.5 sacks for Bunny Hop.
Yeah. That's
4.5 sacks
already.
Oh, that's Mike Vrabel, baby.
Thank you, Mike Vrabel. Yeah, that's what Calebon's saying.
That's what coaches do.
Yeah, and good coaching.
Good coaching, yeah.
Put him in good position. Look at what Drake May is doing. Look at what that entire New England Patriots team is doing under new direction. And don't think for a moment that Mike Vrabel wasn't soaking up every bit of the scenery on the visitor sideline up there in Nash Vegas because they ran him out.
Mm-hmm.
He sat out for a year, took over in New England, and now he's got his team with a tiebreaker over Buffalo right now.
And look at the Titans now.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
I
And
like
look
it. I mean, didn't this team keep the defensive line coach because he was, an elite guy?
This one?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
No. Wasn't Matt Edwards with the previous staff?
I don't think so.
I thought they kept the defensive line coach here.
I'm not positive.
Maybe
but
I'm getting confused with something
yeah,
else.
I'm not positive.
They kept the defensive line
All right,
coach.
one more
I might be
question.
wrong.
One more question we need to ask Leon coming up here in just a second. Panay Sewell did a roundhouse to the back of the neck against a pass rusher last night. We are seeing more guys. This basically, you might as well start calling the NFL UFC because it is an ultimate fight challenge right now. There are more punches being thrown this year than I've ever seen. So you answer that question coming up in just a second on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies.
This is your escape. This is your next adventure. This is Mazda, and this is Mazda at the Avenues. Lauren Brooks here. Right now, purchase any new Mazda model, and Mazda at the Avenues will match your down payment or your payments for 1 full year. Plus, every new Mazda comes with 3 years, 36,000 miles of maintenance at no additional charge to you. This is luxury, and this is the start of something new. This is Mazda at the Avenues. For complete details, call 904-430-8047.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowden Eye & Associates. Hey, Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you all the latest options like Evo implantable Coliber lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK. Tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? Call now or visit BowdenEye.com for a free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, keeping the first coast focused.
Duval. Yes, you heard that right. We love being in Duval County, and we love this city. So during football season, it's absolutely Luval around here. Hey, it's Don from Taco Lou, and yes, it is that time of year again. I know everyone's working hard all week getting ready for game day. Taco Lou is ready for you. If it's pregame, if it's postgame, during the game. No matter what your game is, enjoy it with us at Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
Luval. If you want to sell your home, or you're worried about selling your home, or you've had trouble selling your home, let me give you the hotline to the help you need. That's the hotline to Chad and Sandy. 904-414-6200, chadandsandy.com. Area homes are selling, but you got to get the right price, and you need the right marketing, the proven systems. Chad and Sandy hit every base for you. Need to sell now? Instant offers coming. Fast, easy, stress-free. You want max price? Chad and Sandy bring your home to market with unmatched exposure, whether you're buying or selling. Fast or max cash, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. And how about this promise? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. They are the real estate experts you can trust. So call them today at 904-414-6200 or go to chadandsandy.com. That's Chad, A-N-D, Sandy.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hicken here for Zero Res. Are you scared of ghosts? Of course you're not. They aren't nearly as scary as some of the things that Zero Res sees in those air ducts, ducks straight out of a horror film filled with spooky ducks. Gross dander, creepy cobwebs, which is why Zero Res is here to banish monsters hiding in your vents. Don't be afraid of ghosts. Be afraid of what's in your air ducts. Call Zero Res today and take advantage of our October special. Mention 1010XL. They're offering 15% off duct and dryer vent cleaning. Zero Res. Spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
This is a very important and time-sensitive call from Resolve First Financial. Please call the number shown on your caller ID to connect with the live representative who is handling your account.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
I'm getting them left and right. AI.
It's unreal.
Calling me everywhere.
All the time.
And I told you guys the exact same message came from two different, not just two different phone numbers, two different area codes. Back to back with the exact same message.
Well, you better call him back. It's important.
Oh, it's very
Well, I'm not kidding.
Very important.
Very important.
I get probably like 6 to 8 calls a day from these people.
It's just
unreal.
Leon, what do you got?
I got one that says, "Hey, I have a vacant house in Jacksonville.
Whoa.
Do you invest in that area? What area?
Vacant homes.
Jeez. Yeah, but I need to be more specific.
Yeah.
I'll play mine right now if you want. I don't care.
It's just nuts.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, they're endless. I saved one because JJ, I might need to go back and find this one and keep it for. It was Sling Blade that was calling.
Really?
Yeah. And
Billy Napier.
Maybe Billy's got a new job.
It was not Billy.
You got a new job.
It was his uncle. It was not Billy. But I'll find it and I'll.
This is Florida.
By the way,
former
so-
Florida football coach
Right.
Billy Napier.
So what I was thinking of Bill Shuey, who was who when the lead guitars came in last year and everybody else was blown out, he kept him.
Yes. Because
that's what I was thinking of.
Shuey had unlocked Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon
To get 17 and a half.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So anyway, Heath Farwell.
Anyway, long story short, half a sack.
Yeah.
Caleb Chase on 4.5 sacks.
That is crazy. If there is something that should wake you up just a little bit or make you like Caleb was a first rounder, so that's the one that frosts you more than anything else. But like we mentioned, Eric Hallett last night making plays, he was way further down.
Maybe Dave knew what he was doing all along. There just wasn't the right coach here.
He's
not here. Yeah. I literally only said that because I knew that drop
I know,
was
but
coming.
I miss that actually. I do miss it. We're now 2 generations removed from Davey,
but I still got it.
Yeah, and don't lose it. Don't ever lose
that thing
because he's still in town, and it's not like he doesn't laugh when he hears it too.
Does he still work with the Eagles?
Yeah, he's still with the Eagles.
Okay.
Maybe he was right.
Well,
he was wrong about a lot of things.
Exactly.
Wrong about a lot. No doubt.
More than wrong than right.
Right.
Had a few good picks, but yeah.
We might include him on I Was tomorrow, but I'll never forget that basically he had identified like 4 players that he had to have in the draft within the first handful of picks. Caleb was one. Visca was another one.
Right?
Wow. That's a name I haven't heard.
Is Visca still in the league?
No way.
Visca and C.J. Henderson.
God, C.J. Henderson.
Those were 3 of the 4.
Is he still in the league?
LaVisca Chenault is.
I saw him on.
What about Chris?
He's on the Buffalo Bills practice squad right now.
Okay.
Okay. Still earning cheddar.
What about C.J. Henderson?
Okay.
Check him out. Because he's a guy that he showed a great passion.
C.J. Henderson is currently on the Atlanta Falcons practice squad.
Okay. All right. There's a lot of guys
filling up the practice squads of the NFL.
Yeah, they are.
I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask a guy they affectionately call Meathead if he would have been on a practice squad for like 4 years after his time was up.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
At Meathead 55 on X. Tommy Mack joins us now.
What's up?
What's up? The practice squad.
Yeah.
It's a, as Leon likes to refer to, a lifeline for a lot of players to be able to stick around. Like we're talking, that was a first-round pick and a second-round pick for the Jags back in 2019. Still on practice squads.
Yeah. Well, listen, if you're a certain age vet, you're making 400, 500 G on the practice squad,
which is nuts.
It's tough to make out there in the real world. You know what I mean? Right after you're done playing. So it's a great gig. Do they get credited years on the practice squad?
I don't think so.
It's not a credited year. All right. So that hurts them a little bit. But hey, man, that salary's no joke. So why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that 400 is nice.
All you're doing is practicing once a day for 400 plus G.
And
I mean, I do that now.
And you're not hitting. You're not hitting.
You're not doing anything. You don't even have to condition.
Think about that.
That's unbelievable. What a gig that is. What a gig that is.
All right, what's coming up?
Well, we're going to have, of course, Killer Bees in studio. We'll look back on Sunday's game and look ahead past the bye week. We'll talk a little college ball, a little Jags. Get into it with the ladies on Helmets and Heels. Should be fun.
All right, buddy. Sounds good.
Guys,
Tommy Mack with Brother Bees, Aaron Beasley, Taylor, and Lauren. They will get it going on Helmets and Heels coming up here in just a sec. Big Sirs, thanks for lunch.
No problem.
And thanks to all of y'all. If you missed any of the show, just go back, look on YouTube, search for XL Primetime. We had fun today. We definitely did. We solved, I think, a few problems. So you can definitely check it out on YouTube, XL Primetime. Joe C., Matty Hayes, Big Sirs, and JJ. We turn you loose. We got Helmets and Heels coming up.
Matt's got bad sources.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.